Welcome back, folks. Taking a look at gold for the week ahead. Gold is very extended. I do think that we need a pullback, so I'm looking for shorts in the first part of the week. Okay, I think we may even get that short today, and then I think we will still see higher prices, maybe up closer to 2,700, maybe around that 26.65, somewhere around that level, maybe 26.70. Okay, now you can see very clean equal lows. Okay, so I think that's kind of the level that I want to see gold get back down to, around that 2,600. Okay, and maybe even slightly lower, but we can see there are some fair bit of gaps there, above which reside these equal lows, beneath which are going to be sell stops. Okay, so there are going to be a lot of traders who have stops beneath those equal lows. So I think that's going to be the draw on liquidity. Ultimately, I think we will reach 2,600 or maybe slightly lower, and then I will be looking for higher prices targeting somewhere around 2,700. Okay, if we take a look at the daily chart, we can see we are quite extended, right? We've had some strong bullish days. These two down candles on this daily chart are going to be the bullish order block, so I want to see a pullback into those two down candles, at which point I'm going to be looking for higher prices. Okay, so not a trade recommendation. I invite you to monitor the charts, okay, to learn how this pullback occurs. Okay, what you want to start to look at is split the trading day into 3 sessions. There is the Asia session, which is from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. There is a London session, which is from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. Okay, and then there is a New York session, which is 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Okay, and you want to look at, for your learning experience, what time does the market move quickly, right? Where is there the most speed? How quickly does the market move at those times? And which session does the market move the most? Where is the most volume injected? Okay. Now I want you to study for Asia, 9:30 p.m. Okay. Have a look at what happens at 9:30 p.m. Are there ICT bearish signatures forming at 9:30 p.m. Right? 9:30 p.m. in Asia is a key time. Why is that a key time? Because it is the second hour of Asia, and it is 30 minutes within that second hour. That is my preferred time to identify setups in Asia. For London, you want to look at how price is behaving at around 2:30 a.m. which is the second hour of the London session, and 30 minutes within that second hour. Okay, and for New York, my preferred time to identify setup is going to be 9:30 a.m. or 10 a.m. Now that doesn't mean the market won't move outside of those times. Okay, they are the best times to identify setups in my experience. Okay, that also doesn't mean that I don't take trades outside of those times. You have seen plenty of my live trade execution videos where I've taken trades outside of those times, but they are the times where, in my experience, the market offers the best setups. Okay, again, this is not a trade recommendation. Okay, I invite you to monitor the charts live so that you can learn the way that the market moves. What times does the market offer its best setups? Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. Obviously, I can be wrong. Okay, but that is my opinion. Now, the market does not have to take out these highs, right, to reprice lower. Now, that is the best setup, right? The best setups occur when daily highs or weekly highs or daily lows and weekly lows are used as liquidity. Okay, so that's a daily high, that's a weekly high, that's a monthly high. Okay, that's a yearly high. So there's going to be a lot of retail traders who are going to want to trade that breakout, right? And most of the time, those breakouts fail, right? So that's kind of a possibility, but it does not have to take out that high, right, to go down. We could simply take out a previous swing high, okay, and not tap into a daily or weekly high and then go down, right? Sometimes they leave the highs intact, okay, because there may be trapped longs in that zone, okay, or we could go straight down from where we are right now, okay? So the idea is to learn about the best times and identify setups in line with your directional bias at those key times within the ICT kill zones, okay? Now, obviously, my assessment could be wrong. Okay, we have a very strong bullish market, and we could simply continue going higher prior to any pullback. Okay, so it all comes down to your setup. You've got to know what are your setups. What do you need to see to expect repricing lower or repricing higher? Okay, now I use directional bias as a guide. Okay, it's for me to have in the back of my mind where I believe the algorithm may be drawn to. Okay, I see these equal lows, and I form an opinion that the algorithm is going to be seeking those equal lows. Okay. However, I will trade the setup that I see on that day in that session. That could be a long setup, that could be a short setup. So I use directional bias only as a guide, but what I trade is the setup. Okay, that's what's important to learn. What is it that you need to see? What have you practiced? What is your best setup? What have you seen repeat day in, day out, where with high probability you can expect repricing higher or repricing lower on a particular day at a particular time during a key session. Okay? Hope the video is useful. I will now talk with you in a future video.